today is day 9 of Peachmas, and today we are going to do a nice yin flow class. So it's going to be very stretchy, very feel good, and a nice antidote to some of the harder classes that we've had to date. So let's get started. In a standing position at the end of your mat, let's just fold over. Bringing the fingertips to the mat if you haven't already. And as we inhale, kind of lifting them up off the mat. And then exhale, seeing if you can get them a little closer to having maybe more fingertip, more of your palm. So stay here for a bit, see if you can lengthen that stretch with each breath. Two more breaths here. Then let's bring your left fingertips to the outside of your right foot, and then just lengthen your right hand up to the ceiling. And then switch sides. Looking up to the ceiling, those fingertips. Then coming back to center. Lengthen that back as you look up and then curl down. Then lengthen and curl. So you may have your hands on your shins on the mat. And then let's just walk our hands out in front of us, coming down to a downward dog, extending those legs. Walking the dog, lifting one heel up, the opposite heel up. Come down onto our knees, go into a child's pose. Lengthen those arms out, feel that nice big stretch in the shoulders as you push down to the mat. Bring ourselves back up. And then walk our hands back. Let's come to the center of our mat now. Bring those legs really wide. Toes pointed out, and then let's roll down. Bring the hands down, try and bring the head down to the mat. Stretching the inside of those legs. Coming over, pointing those toes on the left and reaching up. You may want to twist yourself around that front leg, clasping the hands together behind you, looking up to the ceiling over that right shoulder. You may want to come out of this and just come into your triangle or your front lunge, and then we'll move to triangle. And extend that front leg and stretch. Looking up to that right fingertips. And then bring those fingers down, swoop across, point those toes, and come into leaning on the leg, coming down here, or your twist. Whatever is comfortable for you, keeping that gaze looking up. And whichever position you're in, let's just lengthen that front leg and come into our triangle. Putting that beautiful stretch down the leg. Circle those fingers, bring ourselves back to the center of the mat, toes pointed out. Let's heel toe back in a little closer. And then let's just sway from side to side. And then just hold here, coming into where you feel really comfortable, pushing those arms against those knees. Pushing yourself back up, heel toe in. Take a couple of breaths here. Keep a slight little bend in those knees. We're just going to bring those knees together, toes together. We're just going to come into our chair. Feel a little bit of heat in those legs. And back down. And one more time. Looking up to those fingertips in the ceiling. And back down. Let's bring ourselves back up. Bring yourselves down to the mat. Lengthen out, arms to the side. And we are going to bring our right leg over and just kind of twist the body looking over to our right side. Coming back to the center and the opposite side, looking over to our left. I feel a couple of cracks in the spine. A shoulder opening as well. back to center, into a seated position, bringing the soles of our feet together, and then let's just bring our body weight forward. See if you can get a little deeper and deeper. Great hip opening stretch. We are going to bring our legs into sort of like a Z position. So you want one leg there and then one leg bent like this behind you. The leg that is in front of you, bring that arm down and then just reach over. So we're feeling a nice long stretch down the side of our body. Keeping that gaze looking up over that arm. And then coming back out of this one, let's switch those legs up. And to the opposite side. Looking up at that arm that is lifted. And then coming here, let's just bring our weight forward over that front foot. And then switching sides back to where we were. And coming back over the other foot. And then bringing ourselves back up to our downward dog. Walking the dog here if you want. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. Let's glide our fingertips up our legs. Rolling up one vertebra at a time. Rolling those shoulders, clasp those hands behind our back, chest open, lift. Shake it off and we are all done. Enjoy and see you next time.